Solar weather for April 2021 as of April 12th. The sun is currently calm. The solar flux index, SFI, has been oscillating recently between 70 and 80 and is 73 at this time, which is quite low. There was a sunspot on the solar disk last week, but it has since dissipated, so Sn equals to 0. As far as geomagnetic indices, we have the A index equals to 6 and the planetary K sub P equals to 2. Normal readings, all of them. However, we should be aware that even if the SFI index and Sn number are low, you can still make contacts. Nighttime contacts on 40 and 80 meters SSB are commonplace. During the day, you can make contacts on 20 meters and even on the 18-meter band. And then there's FT8. In that mode, the bands that have been recently opened are 80 meters, 40 meters, 20 meters, 18 meters, and even 15 meters. This depends on the time of day and doesn't happen every day. Is this uncertainty on propagation conditions predictable? Well, a recent article in the March-April 2021 issue of QEX magazine may give us a clue. Jerry Spring, VE6TL, from Alberta, Canada, published this article in QEX titled The Onset of Solar Cycle 25 and the MG2 Index. In his article, Jerry highlights the observation that contacts take place even though SFI and Sn numbers are relatively constant. This is applicable during a solar minima, such as the one we're on right now. We can see from Jerry's plot that the SFI curve is parallel to the MG2 index curve. The difference is that the blue curve, SFI, is less active during the valleys corresponding to solar minima than the red curve, the MG2 curve. Interesting, but what is MG2? Mg equals the element magnesium, and 2 refers to a doublet line in its spectrum. Recall that every element has its own fingerprint in its atomic spectrum, which is due to electron transitions. In particular, a pair of these lines constitute the 280 nanometer doublet from the magnesium ion. There, extreme UV radiation from the sun scatters off these ions at the top side of our ionosphere and gives us a good indicator of solar activity during the solar minima periods. Traditional SFI, measured at 10.7 centimeters, is not very active during solar minima, whereas MG2 provides a more sensitive measurement. Now then, according to the MG2 index, it can be argued that we passed the end of solar cycle 24 on February 2020. Also, according to MG2 data, we can see days in which solar conditions are good for radio propagation, even though SFI shows a constant value and the sunspot number may be low or 0. Solar physics is currently a dynamic area of research. It's fascinating. Furthermore, the correlations shown by Jerry in his interesting article may provide a valuable clue to aid in our understanding of the various solar mechanisms that influence our radio transmissions. Recent MG2 index data may indeed correlate to your own experience making contacts. If you'd like to undertake your own observations as a good radio amateur, MG2 index data can be accessed in the web page for the Environmental Physics Institute at the University of Bremen. Another source of information on this fascinating topic is Sverre, LA3ZA from Norway, and his very interesting webpage is also noted for reference. Good luck, good contacts, and 7-3.